Okay, I'm really concerned about Danny Duffy. I think he may get demoted after last night's outing because he kept almost 0 fastballs down. He kept the off-speed pitches down, but he threw nothing but fastballs up, 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 up all day. Wonder what the result was. Oh, yeah, a bunch of Ks. I think he set some kind of record all time. It's no mistake. It is about effective velocity. When guys start doing this, hitters are in trouble. The only reason they haven't is because sabermetrics keep telling them to get the ball down. Traditional pitching thought processes keep the ball down. Guys chase these because they look alike. And from this same tunnel, look at that. They're right on top of each other, and then one starts to separate a little bit after the other one. And because they're at a higher elevation, guys have to react to them sooner. And what does that do? It causes them to swing and miss more often. Now that pitch is going to be in the same tunnel as that pressure pitch was the pitch before. Look at that. They're right on top of each other. And then the slider comes all the way to the inside. He just took that pitch outside, so he took that pitch. And so that's kind of a reverse engineered tunnel. In other words, it worked in reverse. You set up a pressure pitch on the outside, and you throw out of that same tunnel a strike, and that becomes very deceptive. And then in turn, you throw a changeup out of that same basic tunnel, and you get an early contact. Then he throws fastball middle in, late, big time, because it's gaining effective velocity. And then he throws a freeze pitch down and in. It looks nothing like these fastballs that are up here. It looks nothing like these, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere comes this freeze pitch. If we put that one on top of one of the other fastballs that's up, you'll see what I mean. One's up and away, and immediately out of the hand, that looks different, and so they take it. So he gets their attention here, this tunnel, and blasts them with a fastball down. That's the only time that fastball down makes any sense, is when it's designed to be something other than that. Did he keep the ball down? No. Except on that. Except when it made sense. Fastball down only makes sense a small percentage of the time. Not to live and die by it. It's just absolutely filthy, because that pitch is going to be right on the same tunnel. Let's find that up and away fastball again. And that thing from the earlier at bat is going to look just like it. Let me line this up. It's no accident. Tunnels, EV tunnels, I want to be clear. EV tunnels are crucial. Using speed well is crucial. Danny Duffy doesn't strike out this many because he has better stuff. He strikes out this many because he's using his stuff better. That's a good line right there. We'll take a look at some of the ridiculous stuff, but I want you to look at this again. The montage of strikeouts. It is all about using the speed you have the right way. And it is not about keeping the fastball down. That is not the answer. Let's take a quick look at some of the stats from this, because it's bizarre. He faced mostly right-handers, so let's take a look at this. They didn't have any hard hit balls, although I would have given Desmond a hard hit ball on the single that broke up the no-no in the 7th. But look at this fastball first off. Lower right-hand corner. He is living in this area up here. 0% middle away, 0% down and away, 0% down and middle. This is the no zone. This is the area that is taking away speed, and you can't hide anything that's in the strike zone off of that fastball. Can't be done. Physically impossible. So what does he do instead? He throws a fastball up here, and then he throws pitches off of that that make sense. What makes sense off of that? A slider that's going to be in this area here, 6%. This one might make sense if it's a little up and out of the way, although that's a little dangerous. But you saw how freaky that was for them. They would see that fastball up and away, and then they ended up taking this one for a strike, that slider. But let's look at some of the stats. Swing and miss percentage, 39%. 33% swing and miss on fastball. That is utterly unbelievable that major league hitters are going to miss pitches at the same speed that they see virtually every night. 96 is not unusual. What is unusual is look at this number right here. The top speed is what the radar gun says, the IV, the initial velocity. What the EV is how it's used. This is almost never happens, where the fastball average at 94, the EV average is higher than that. It's almost always the other way around. And when weird things happen like this, weird things like 16 Ks and setting an all-time record for your organization. Take a look at this number, 74% strike rate. 74% strike rate. The average major league strike rate is 64. 39% in the strike zone. In other words, his chase rate off the chart, 57%. They chased his fastball over half the time. That is utterly unbelievable, but it's EV. It's not special stuff. It's not spin rate. It's none of those things. It is use of the speed. It is deception. It is tunnels. It is adding speed to your fastball and not stuff. It has nothing to do with stuff. He might feel like he had better stuff because he had so many swings and misses. But in reality, if he had the same stuff, the same spin rate, but he locates all these pitches down and away, everything changes in that outing. That's the difference. Let's take one more quick look at the hit that broke up the no-no. This is pretty telling. Throws a fastball up and away, fouls it off a little bit late. Throws one up and away at 93. Doesn't chase. Still a really good pressure pitch. Then he throws one middle away, and he's a little closer. Look at how close he is to killing that. That is very close. Full extension, just a half a click late at most. And then he throws this fastball down and in, and it's hit pretty hard. They didn't give that a hard hit ball. I think he hit it a little bit off the handle, but it's based on exit speed, so I think that it's probably not hit all that hard. But I would have given that a hard hit ball. But let's take a look at what happens here. This is the secret. Fastball away. Fastball down and in looks different, number one. You can identify it. But look at the contact. Look when it's happening. Exactly the same time. They're both timed the same. Look at his swing. In a swing that has different swing speeds, you see a ghost effect. You don't see that. The only difference is the height of the swing. But look at the body. It's in unison. The hands are moving at the same time. It's the same swing. The only difference is he's an athlete, and he read that the ball's higher a little bit on one swing and a little lower on the other. But the timing of the swing is exactly the same. In other words, that broke up the no-no, and that was an at-risk pitch. He threw the same pitch back to back. Did he realize it? I don't know. Is this an accident all night? I don't know the answer to that either. But what I do know is that's an EV at-risk pitch. He threw back-to-back, same speed fastballs, and that's a no-no. You got to mix. You got to throw pitches that have a tunnel, and you got to throw pitches that have 6 miles an hour of difference. When he does that, dominating. When he stops doing that is when the hits start to happen. Now, granted, they didn't get very many, and that could have been a mistake. Or all the others could have been a mistake, and this was the one time he hit a spot. I don't know the answers to those questions, but I can see where the target's at. and I can see that that ball is hit and it breaks up the no-no. So at-risk pitches, 70% of all hard hit balls happen as a result of at-risk pitches. Take those away and make them earn it, and everything changes.